Hello guys, hope that you're having a fantastic week so far. Today we're going to be watching Daredevil Born Again Season 2 Episode 7, the penultimate episode in this season. And so far they've been ramping up. It's looking really good. Been really enjoying the past couple of episodes. Let's see what they have in store for us this week, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We hope that you enjoy. And with that being said, let's get into it.
Protesters
attacked by task force.
2 dead already.
vows to restore order to this city.
Oh, of course he would.
Oh boy, he's going to use them as his new cufflinks? I wonder. You know how he always used to wear those?
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. Yeah.
How the hell is she going to get out of that one? Time to call Frank. Frank,
Frank,
please.
I need you to break her out.
Yeah, do what must be done.
Need a nice little hallway scene.
Another one?
Yes.
Oh, boy. Yeah, casualties on both sides, huh?
Yeah. Oh, God. He's gonna be out for blood. He's not gonna stop till he gets it, too.
Hello, Miss Page.
This ought to be good.
You have taken people from me. And out there, they believe that you're a hero. Yet I believe in order.
Sure, you're the hero, bud.
Right.
You're the sidekick of a deranged vigilante. You abet his crimes. For what? Love? Ha!
He's so
great.
angry, man. Who wants to get anything from her?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've never seen you scared before. I kind of like it.
Oh, damn.
Order. Miss Page.
Yeah. You damn coward.
Too far last night, and you know it, and the city knows it.
Ooh.
You have one phone call. Choose it wisely.
Time to call a really good lawyer.
I love how strong she is now. How it feels like she doesn't feel any fear.
She does not back down.
No.
Right? In
Good
the
for
face
her.
of imminent danger, she used to become so small, and it's great to see that she's grown so used to it now, and that,
Yeah.
you know, she has a purpose. She has something to fight for.
She stays defiant. I have to say, I've been really looking forward to these episodes every week. It's a very, very strong season.
Well, I'm just glad they finally acknowledged the entire history of the show, right? Because season
Right.
1 was like, yeah, we're gonna do a soft reboot, and it's kind of gonna be a little bit weird, you know?
Right.
Like, we're gonna address certain things, but others we're gonna ignore. And this time around, they're like, no, okay, let's address all of it
It feels
and
like,
embrace it.
yeah, it feels like they found their footing
Yeah,
this season.
this really feels like a season 4 of the previous show.
Yeah.
It's like a really nice balance. Completely passed out.
Good morning, sunshine.
Oh.
Listen, before you choose violence.
You sent your assholes to my house
See, but that was a mistake. They were just supposed to tell you to back off.
with my daughter there.
I would never hurt you. I love children.
Sure.
Danielle, ever again, I swear to God, I will.
Her name is
Yeah.
Danielle.
I'm not really sure you can anymore because the little birdie said your powers ain't what they used to be.
You want to
Oh,
try
this
her?
bitch.
Speaking of little birdies, you're talking a lot of shit for a guy sitting there in his underwear with very limited options.
Don't forget, I am the only one that can connect you with Luke.
Oh, so he
Ooh.
did. He's the one that took the bait, took the job.
He is overseas. He's doing the Lord's work, so you don't have to.
Wow.
You're behind Fisk's arms deal.
No, because a couple antisocial vigilantes blew him up. Thanks for that, by the way.
Why are you covering for him?
I'm not anymore.
Oh,
Really?
That's great news.
Yeah, except he just went apeshit on his own voters. I don't think she can do it. The way I see it, this goes all kinds of wrong for Governor McCaffrey.
Yeah.
well, she's going to need some help.
Yeah. We're gonna have to take him out the old school way.
Fisk is gonna kill the governor.
This guy was working with Fisk until about a minute ago.
I don't believe a word that asshole says, but in this case...
Yeah.
She's the only one who can revoke the Free Porch Charter. Fisk puts one of his puppets in the governor's office.
That's it. They're gonna lose so much. Yeah.
Fully.
Another rooftop.
Yeah, I'm meeting a friend. Jessica.
Hey, he's back.
Karen's at the 15th precinct.
Nice.
Now, hold on there, cowboy. They're fast-tracking her to vigilante court. You go in there and bust her out, you are the criminal he says you are.
She's not safe there.
If he was gonna hurt her, he'd have done it already.
She's bait.
Fisk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's pressuring you.
We have anybody at the 15th?
Well, Matt, I'm all over this. And you sticking around?
I haven't decided yet.
City needs you.
I've heard that before.
I
Nice to meet you, Cherry.
You too.
I hope she sticks around.
hope so too. I love her.
There might be another way.
I can't help you there. I did what I came here to do. I need to get home. I have Danielle.
I know. You don't need to explain. I understand.
Fisk isn't gonna stop unless someone puts him down.
Damn, man. Everybody's telling him to do it.
The city needs you.
Seems to be a lot of that going around these days.
Well, now we know who the father is because they mentioned
Yeah.
her name. The daughter's name is Danielle.
Mm-hmm.
So it is confirmed.
My God.
What now?
So, what now? You wanted one good deed, right? Something to balance the scales?
Oh, let's hear it.
But first, know this. I hate you for Foggy. I hate you for Father Latham, for Agent Nadine, and every life you wasted for no reason other than your own twisted soul.
Yeah, that's never going to change.
Part of me wants to kill you. Part of me needs to forgive you.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't do that. It's not for you, it's for them. Now go, disappear, die, I don't care. But if you mean what you say, you want to do one good thing in a life full of shit, I got it for you.
Oh, man.
I mean, when you put it like that.
Can't make any promises, right?
This is your chance, man.
Yeah.
Wouldn't believe you if you did.
So what's that good deed, huh?
What do you want me to do?
We're going to cut away. They're not going to tell us just yet. Yep. Oh, let's see if he does it. I would love it if he actually does the thing because he's got a chance here to become a bit more of an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Brett.
It's been a while.
Wondered why they brought me to the 15th.
Chief of Detective gets to pull a few strings.
Yeah, hotshot. Fisk was here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
You can see it on her neck.
What are you doing?
Come with me.
What?
Is he going to relocate her?
What?
Oh, okay. Oh.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said what I did.
You know, we all got to stop meeting up like that. You got 1 minute.
All right.
That's very kind of him.
I can't go with you.
No, I know. I didn't come to get you.
Like a great mind. I don't know what this is, but it feels like an opportunity. I think I have to stay. I have to face him in court.
Damn, dude.
They tell you he came to see me.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm alive. He's different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rattled.
Scheming and he's planning and he's way the hell out of us. I just don't think we can run.
Because he's losing the city and he knows it. He's going to prosecute you and humiliate you. Publicly, legitimately, and make everyone cheer for it.
Can't say it's not smart.
Just got to stay strong till they collect all the evidence they
It
need.
means there'll be cameras.
Mm-hmm.
That means they have to play his game.
Turns out we may have to cross lines to stop it. Just not the ones you think.
Uh-huh.
No, you can't.
No.
Yes, I can.
What? No.
Is he thinking of doing what I think he's thinking of doing?
I'll be there when you need me.
Better be.
He's going to take one for the team, isn't he? It's all strategy now.
Yeah.
Just a matter of picking our strongest charges. Charge her on all of them. Convict her on all of them.
Well, sir, given the time crunch...
All of them.
Right.
Throwing the book at her, huh?
Sure.
Dr. Glenn.
Sir, you asked to see me?
Yes, please, come in. Mr. Hochberg and I, we were finished, weren't we?
That's your exit, man.
You are dismissed.
Might need a little of your expertise on this trial, if I may.
Of course.
Yeah, expertise.
Yeah.
He's a very skilled litigator.
He makes my skin crawl. Lawyers, they use words to twist the truth, don't they?
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, they both have history with lawyers.
I wanted to check on you, person to person. How are you, sir?
I don't know.
Ain't that nice? She's worried for him.
I always accepted love as a prison. I just never expected to be in it alone.
Condolences are meaningless. Thoughts and prayers do nothing. No one tells you the truth in times like this. This is gonna hurt. We don't know when or if it's going to end.
I appreciate your words.
At least she's sincere with him.
Yeah.
Like, what could you possibly say?
Mm-hmm. She has the matching set, I assume, still?
Mayor Fisk, I am so sorry. I
Don't have to apologize. It's curious, isn't it? When we act on impulse, we surprise even ourselves.
I'd like to think I have more self-control than that.
But you didn't.
No.
No, it's slipping.
She's losing it slowly, too.
Yeah, she's going through some interesting changes here.
Uh-huh. Her transition to the dark side. Fully.
I'm curious to see where they're going to take her character. Yeah, there you go. Head held high.
They're going to obliterate her.
I just hope that they're ready this time.
Well, she said it was an opportunity to do something as well. So they know what they're heading into, at least.
This is kidnapping, you know.
He's holding her here. That's hilarious.
I can't keep stalling. Buck.
Dude, fuck him.
Fuck him. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I thought we actually had each other's backs. Your city without fear bullshit, it fucked us. You were working with Karen Page?
Can't reveal her sources.
How could you?
How could I? I started the BB report in my dorm room. People trusted it. It was real. And you turned it into some plastic commercial for fascist New York.
Yeah.
You didn't see City Without Fear. That's complaining.
Yeah, she was pretty loud about it.
Staten and get a douchebag condom.
Stop.
He killed my uncle.
You don't know
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Come on.
Come on, man. You can't be that stupid.
You've just decided to turn a blind eye, and that is your problem.
Precisely.
I did. It is, but that doesn't matter anymore. Because right now, Buck Cashman is waiting for me to hand you over to him. And if I don't, then he comes after me.
Yeah, it's his life on the line.
My mom, and anyone I care about. So, baby, you should be fucking terrified right now, because I am.
Yeah, now everybody's starting to get roped into it.
Should probably get out of here.
Yeah, we probably should.
Go where? He'll find you everywhere.
Just give me a second to fucking think. Just sit there and let me think. You need a safe house.
What are you, Jason Bourne?
No. I have a friend, a finance buddy, works mostly in Hong Kong. I'll text him.
Well, at least you got good friends, because you're going to need to stay hidden for a while until all this clears out.
Daniel is proving to be quite a team player.
Yes, he is.
I hope it's...
Do you think Karen Page knows?
Knows what, sir?
That she's the wounded soldier, screaming in the field.
Meant to lure out the
drawing
rest.
her comrades into the line of fire.
Yep.
Yeah, she's pretty aware.
Yeah, she knows. She's not stupid.
Yeah.
Nor naive.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's like, of course it would be her. It's not a coincidence.
I stand before you today to ask that you convict and that you punish this woman for the crimes she has committed against our great city.
Your Honors, I could argue my client's innocence. I could argue the illegitimacy of this court.
Right.
But first, I want you to think on one very important concept. What is a vigilante?
Mm-hmm.
Who breaks the law in order to get their own version of justice? Or is a vigilante the last resort to obtain the justice that a broken society can no longer supply?
Precisely. Let's start drawing resolutions here.
You have a duty to this city, and you have a duty to the ideals of this court. And fulfilling that duty can only come to one conclusion.
Guilty.
Not guilty.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Do what's right, man.
I'd like to bring in my co-counsel.
But already calling for backup?
Wait.
Oh.
No way!
Oh,
Back
shit.
from the dead. Holy shit.
They're like, he's returned, man, Murdock. What? Where was he? Oh, he's gonna fucking lose it. Yep. They've got the best lawyer in the city. You know, he's
He does not
seething
like
right
that at
now.
all. I love watching him seethe.
Oh, man.
Oh, that prick.
Tell me, what is the mission statement for the Anti-Vigilante Task Force?
To interdict, apprehend, and prosecute extra-legal vigilantes to the fullest extent of the law.
To the fullest extent of the law. Sounds serious.
As a heart attack.
You know, he's probably thinking, why do I have to...
Oh, that asshole!
Created these parameters.
Mayor Fisk.
Can you tell me about those scars on your face?
I got these in a firefight with Daredevil and Frank Castle.
And Mr. Murdock's apartment.
Yes.
They're all like, why do we have to bite our tongue? They all know who it is.
Performing a welfare check.
A welfare check.
With assault rifles and MRAP personnel carriers? I don't know, seems like a lot of hardware for a blind lawyer.
Humiliate them right back.
Defendant there?
I was told she drove the getaway vehicle.
You were told. What else did Officer Powell tell you to do?
Oh.
Tell you to kill Hector Ayala? Or maybe that was Mayor Fisk.
Objection.
Yeah.
I will caution you against these theatrics and remind you that there's no jury to play to here.
Sure about that, Your Honor?
The jury
people
is
of the
right
city.
there.
The city is a jury.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The court of public opinion.
Absolutely. This matters more than they all think.
I think it's time we move forward on the suspension paperwork.
Fisk's reign is over, but we do need to move quick.
Hey, man, let's go.
Gotten out of hand. Our window is now.
Like she's gonna, bite the dust any second now.
I'm scared for her, man.
She's
the target on her back
city.
is the target on her back is massive.
What's going on? Daniel.
You know, it's not just Fisk and Buck. I've done things. Really, really fucked up things.
What are you talking about?
I went upstate with Buck.
Yeah, to chop up a body.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's a part of it now.
But I can't have anyone else knowing I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Is he taking her to Buck?
I think so.
This isn't a safe house, is it? Daniel! Daniel! Daniel, please! Daniel! Is this really the person you want to be?
He's hesitating. You see him struggling.
Yeah.
Come on. Before he sees.
Yeah.
They're gonna kill him for this.
Probably.
Don't go home. Don't tell me where. And do not go anyplace he would look, okay?
Wait, what are you gonna do?
You do the right thing. Just let me.
He's gonna put himself on the line.
Just make it count.
Oh man, I don't want him to die, dude.
No, me neither.
I like how complicated he is and how he's like right in the middle of this entire thing. Oh, there's this internal fight, right?
They're not leaving, are they?
No, they're not.
Hold here. Come on!
Wow. The effort that they go through just so they can get out of there safely. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
What now?
Run! Oh shit. Yep.
Yeah, of course. These fucking pieces of shit.
Couldn't take it.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Oh!
Damn. Dude, he threw his whole cane.
I don't like that we're cutting to her. They're gonna kill her.
I have my suspicions.
Shit.
Yeah, she's never gonna make it official.
They're never gonna get the chance to.
Oh! Oh! Bullseye. bullseye.
A good deed.
No freaking way, dude. Let's go. Yeah, at your service, ma'am.
Damn.
Nice. You are a hero now. Look at him. He's so happy. He's like
his little smirk as he's strutting away.
The balance. Tipping the scales, baby.
Hey.
I don't want to be here for this.
Where is she?
She's not coming.
Oh my God.
Oh no, jacket's coming off.
Where is she, Daniel?
I think she had a birthday party.
Yeah. He's not going to buy it. He knows. This is it.
He suspected it for a while. Oh God, he's putting on gloves.
Now, sooner or later, we both know you're going to tell me.
He's going to torture him.
Fuck you, Buck.
Oh. He's not going to back down.
Worst part is that he doesn't have anything to tell him.
He really doesn't know. That's why he didn't want to know anything.
No.
Oh man, that's ugly.
Fucking brutal, man.
Miss Page.
This asshole.
It's nice to finally meet you.
I bet it is. Two-faced. Anyway.
Are you here for Fisk? I also conduct psychological evaluations for the district attorney's office.
I'll pass.
Yeah. You're gonna write your own report anyway.
I'm gonna ask a series of true or false questions. Answer truthfully. There are no wrong answers. I like mechanics magazines.
You know, the Minnesota multi-physic personality inventory is out of date. I can game it. Maybe we should try something else.
Yeah?
What did you have in mind?
I'm in love with this man. He's completely inaccessible. He's distant, complicated.
Karen.
I fall asleep in bed next to him, totally unsure of who he is.
Sounds familiar, I bet.
Worries me.
As it should.
It's also totally hot.
I'm sure you can understand.
I love that. What does it say about me? Because what is it going to say about you?
What kind of person kills their own brother? Fratricide is very rare.
That is a low blow.
Testing you?
No, it wasn't like that.
I'm sure. Did you feel powerful?
Playing a mind game.
After a lifetime of, I don't know, being used as a puppet by all these men. Daddy, brother, friend Casso. Fuck you.
Yeah. She turned it around real quick.
Does Matt know?
You know what I think?
Oh.
I know that Matt, that mystery beside me, loves me in a way that makes every contradiction, every conflict in him and in me a part of us. And I'm willing to bet that that's the part that you can't really understand.
Professionals call that transference.
Yeah, well, I call it the truth. You were friends with Vanessa Fisk, weren't you?
I'm not answering any personal questions. That's unprofessional.
Right.
Right, that's where you draw the line.
Jesus. That really hurt you, didn't he? Enough that you'd run to them to feel safe. Sorry.
Ooh!
Oh.
Holy shit. Oh, that's professional?
Oh, beat her up, dude. She's lucky she's got the cuffs on.
Too late.
I love Karen, man.
Dude, she's lost it completely.
Is that all you got?
Getting close.
Oh, don't push her. She's gonna.
You do this some other time.
I can't wait.
She's gonna come for her now.
Oh my
she
God.
really pushed her buttons.
I don't enjoy this.
I don't know where she is.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's it.
This isn't Hellman, Buck.
Last chance.
I feel so bad for him, for Daniel.
What is following his orders gonna do for you? How long till you're on the floor with a gun pointed at your head?
Yeah.
St. Jude,
Buck is struggling with that decision too.
pray for me. I am so helpless and alone. Please pray for me that God come to me in my hour of need.
Yeah, he needs it. All the help he can get right now.
All my tribulations and sufferings.
Well, you got your guardian angel.
The elect for all eternity.
It's not that easy with him, is it?
Oh my God. Fuck, man.
Jesus Christ.
I did not think he was actually gonna, because he was struggling so much. I thought he was gonna back from it, but wow, damn, what a heavy episode, man.
Dude.
Feels like we dialed it up to a solid 9, you know, right before the finale.
Yeah. Oh, this is it, right? This is the tipping point for everybody.
We're not gonna like how this ends.
You know,
this is gonna be one of those
things get worse.
Really bad cliffhangers.
Yeah, they get worse before they get better, type of thing.
Gosh, man. Well, yeah. Now we're starting to feel the full weight, right, and some of the consequences that this entire conflict has put on both of these sides, right? Like, people are just not safe on either side now. And you just feel it. You feel the temperature rising. You know, you definitely feel the pressure that they all have to, you know, confront. Daniel got bitten in the ass by all of these events and just how it all unraveled for him. And it's such a shame, such a tragic character, man. We saw it coming in a way because he's been so close to the fire, but man, somehow he's always, you know, slipped away, and he was always very lucky in that sense. But this time it was just too obvious. It was just too hot. You know, and I don't know if I hope that it's worth it. I mean, BB obviously did not deserve to die, but man, I kind of wish she didn't burn him the way she did, you know, because even though he was involved, he had a target on his back. Like, I wish that there was a way that she could have done what she needed to do without making it so obvious that he was the leaker, that all the information was coming from him. Even though not everything came from him, she found other ways, but it was just too, you know. The timing of it was just perfect.
It's also his direct connection to BB that immediately just, you know, she's a like reporter, shall we say, right? And there's always going to be that suspicion of them.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone associated with them. So he was already, you know, guilty by association in that way. And, you know, I respect the fact that he went in there, you know, doing one last good deed. Really, a lot of characters doing that in this episode. You know, it's a shame. I wish that he could have had more time, you know, when it comes to doing the right thing and choosing what side he wants to be on. I really appreciate that, you know, he started off as this guy that was like, ugh, like he was so annoying, right? He was so sleazy. Yeah. And you know, he became a character that we, you know, really grew to care for. Because you see the goodness in there, right? And the potential for more. And it sucks that this is how it had to end. I also really like, though, that you could see that Buck was struggling with that.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do it.
I really enjoy how this entire season has been about him struggling with this inner conflict.
Yes.
You know, of knowing that he's no longer doing what is right, because it's very apparent that what they're doing is very wrong.
Yeah.
And burying the body was like that line he crossed where he can no longer turn the blind eye. He can no longer justify it and say, "Oh, I didn't know any better."
Right.
Like, at that point, you're the one doing it.
Right.
So I feel like once he crossed that line, it was really hard for him to hide behind that excuse. And I liked how in this episode he's finally honest with himself. He's like, you know what? Yes, I did turn a blind eye because I wanted all these things that I got from it. I wanted the power. I wanted the reward. I wanted the money, the recognition, whatever it may be. So I did turn a blind eye. And he's honest with what he's been doing, which I really appreciate it, because it adds that level of self-reflection that you need in order to have the character evolve and develop. And you get that development and you see that struggle throughout as he's taking BB to this place for Buck to kill her. And you see it in his face, man. He's like, he does not want to do it. And in the end, thankfully, you know, BB snaps him out of it because BB confronts him and she's like, is this the man you want to be? Is this the guy that you want to be for the rest of your life? And obviously that's, at that point, she's putting the full responsibility on him. And I feel like when he felt that, he realized that's not what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And he'd rather go out doing the right thing and taking the full brunt of the damage, really. So at least BB survived, but we lost one of the really interesting characters in the show that I've really enjoy to kind of follow along and see what they're doing, how they're gonna develop next.
Yeah.
Him and Buck, I really enjoy their dynamic, and like you
Yeah.
said, I really found it interesting that Buck really struggled with that
Mhm.
decision as well. Like you could tell that somehow this guy really connected with him, right?
Yeah.
In some way, they were friends,
Right, to a degree.
and
yeah.
that's probably something that Buck doesn't really do that often. Have friends, they don't have those connections, right?
Especially doing what he does, right? Not
of course.
caring is what makes his job, what makes doing his job easier.
Yeah.
So the fact that, he kind of did manage to get under his skin, whether he wanted to or not, there's a beautiful kind of tragedy to that.
I hope that actually, creates a crack within Buck as well.
I hope so.
Down the line where it's too much weight to bear, where he can no longer do this.
Yeah.
And he can actually do something good as well. Like, yeah, this episode was all about people making the right choice when it needed to happen, like the last chance kind of thing. But yeah, we lost Daniel. But on the other end, this lady, Matt's ex, what's her face, Heather, she's becoming very interesting.
Yeah.
I am enjoying what they are doing with her. You've seen how, we've all seen how Muse has been haunting her constantly in her thoughts, in her impulses. Some of that rubbed on her. And Muse is slowly starting to creep. And I'm loving what they're doing with the character, and I'll leave it at that. I enjoy how we've seen that transition happen throughout, the previous season. We saw her kind of dip her toes into that darkness, and now it's very apparent that she is playing for Team Evil, as if it was any secret by now. I think we all figured, but now she's being very volatile about it, and she's being very obvious about it, and very emotionally charged with it. And I think that's gonna, they just pressed, I think, a loaded spring that needed to stay in place, because now I can see her. I think Karen just made a new enemy, and one that's gonna really just target her persistently, and it's gonna be quite a thing to witness.
Yeah, I really enjoy how much Heather's changed since we first met her in season 1, right? She was so put together in every way, right? And like she really fit this stereotype that we have in our heads for therapists and psychologists, right? Like
they got their shit together for the most part.
Exactly,
Yeah, they're
like
healthy
with their cardigans and like the clean and organized hair, and like always like put up, and like she clearly cared a lot for her appearance. And I love how clothing actually says a lot about where the characters are at in their journey, right? And that goes very much for Heather, who she was a professional, and she even says it in the interview / interrogation, let's call that what it is. And the fact that she's coming apart at the seams, and that we've been seeing those glimpses where she's horrified, but she enjoys the violence too much, right? It unlocked something in her doing that. And we caught that very early on, where it's almost like she craves doing it again, but she could never admit that to herself, because what does that make her, right? It makes her exactly that which she helps put away, right? Into prisons and help disappear them and help, crucify these people. And I love that you can see how much she struggles with that. And it does show in her appearance, right? The hair, the makeup, the outfits that she's wearing now, it's very different. She's going through this metamorphosis, and I'm really, really loving that. And the performance is wonderful, because you see the rage is like bubbling underneath the surface.
Yeah.
It's so enigmatic. And I can't get enough of it, man. Like it's a lot of fun to hate her, because in a lot of ways, what she's going through is relatable, right? The way trauma can change us. And, when you first get out of it, the way you handle it is not always going to be in the healthy way, right? It's going to rear its head in moments that you expect it the least. And I really enjoy that depiction of that in this, and the hand that she plays in helping Fisk, and how she's become part of evil, like you said, right? Like the dark side, essentially, and how she got sucked into it like at her most vulnerable moment. And that's how they get you, right? That's how cults work. They get you when you're vulnerable, when you're alone and exposed. And that's when she slipped right in. And this is not to take any accountability away from her at all. She should absolutely know better. And she's letting her anger and her hatred guide her. which I think makes for a very, very interesting character.
Yeah,
you know,
it's gonna be fun to see. To see her progression, and I really enjoyed Karen as well. Karen Page.
Oh yeah,
how much, like you pointed it out, how much she's changed, how much of a fighter she's become.
Mhm.
The whole trial scene, Matt actually coming back, because we saw that entire situation that they were doing, right, and then how she was gonna get pretty much grilled, right, point beat by beat until they humiliated her, and then of course Matt came to the rescue to make sure that they had probably the best defense that she could have gotten. And of course they couldn't take it, so they proceeded with violence right outside. And I mean, it's so obvious, but there's so many corrupt people that are going to try to bury this and put it under the rug. And I hope that they continue to make mistakes like this, because that's how you start collapsing the system. That's how you start exposing them. And I think now that the majority of the city, if they were tuning into that case, which they should have, because this is a massive deal, I think a lot of people are going to stop supporting Fisk.
Here's the thing. They have a lot going for themselves, actually. Matt coming out publicly like this, right? Is a huge thing. The way that, that they were calling out this Powell asshole fucker. He's the one I have the most beef with at this point. But the way that they were being called out, Heather completely going off the rails when she's supposed to be professional. How are you, that is a perfect thing that you can expose during the trial the day after.
Well, they don't have they don't have the test that they wanted to gather from her, because she couldn't take it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I'm sure they'll find a way to fake it, right?
Yeah,
it's not like they
probably
give a shit about keeping things legal. But the attack on the attorney general, the fact that Bullseye was the one that saved her, these are things that are going to work in their favor. And this is the time to strike, and this is the time to strike aggressively, and, have backup plans to your backup plans, because Fisk will plan things out. I love that the governor at one point referred to him as the white bull, right? Because he very much is that. Once he's fixated on a target, he will do anything and everything to get it. So I'm hopeful, but tentatively so, because don't get cocky. This is not the time to think that you've got this beat. And I'm rooting for them. They have a lot more going for themselves now than they did, before the trial. Yeah, no, for sure. And like you said, the public opinion matters the most right now. Yeah. Now that they have the full support of the city, hopefully, and that people are, the tides are changing, and that the governor's still alive, hopefully they can pass whatever they need to pass in time for him to lose control of that port. And once he loses that, I mean, he loses his biggest leverage, his biggest tool to manipulate the city the way that he has been doing. And I think after that, everything starts to slowly collapse. So let's see how they end this. I mean, so far, pretty strong season, but it definitely feels like a part one. So yeah, it looks like obviously we know that they're going to have a third season, but this whole arc seems to be more of a trilogy, really. It's giving Infinity War before, this is kind of what it's going to be before we get our end game with season 3. Yeah, but it feels, it's very similar in that sense of the dread, but it feels like both sides are going to lose massively. And I'm curious to see what that looks like. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. King, I think Fisk will definitely lose New York, but what does that mean for our heroes? If that's the case, if Fisk finally loses control of the city, which is the map, I mean, he already lost Vanessa, right? So that's the next big thing. What does the losing look like for the good guys? Right, because the thing is, let's say he stops being mayor, he's still the kingpin. Yeah, and there's no stopping him from doing shit illegally. Exactly, because now at least granted, he has, essentially been saying fuck the law the entire time. It's not like they've been playing things out safely, but there were at least some restrictions, right? Optics that he needed to pay attention to. You take that away, you liberate him completely from the shackles of propriety and all of those other things that are associated with being a mayor, right? So in a way, yes, it's good to take him out from power, but that doesn't take away his power entirely, right? He still has a lot, going for himself in that way. Well, Mr. Charles is not supporting him anymore. The governor's not supporting him anymore. Well, he's losing support. His power comes from all the people that are backing him. Right. So the fact that he's losing that already it's a good sign. But you know him, man, and they were talking about how strategic he is. I feel like he's got an ace up his sleeve. Yes. That they're not showing us, and that's making me very nervous, because he's going to pull it. If he doesn't pull it to get away from the law or to get away from trouble, he's going to pull it when we least expect it, and when we think we're in when they all think they're in the clear, he's going to do something very radical, I
feel.
Yeah, well, because that's why, Matt coming out publicly like this is, it's a bold move. It's a strong one, but it's a high risk, high reward type of situation, because what's to stop,
anybody from talking? I'm surprised that all of them bit their tongue, like I was saying. Like, I'm like, they all know,
the thing
but
is,
they would incriminate themselves if they say something.
Exactly, that's the thing.
So that's what they're really kind of holding on to, but...
Exactly, it's, there's bit of a I scratch your back if you scratch mine type of thing going on there. Very they have each other by the balls in that sense, right? Like if you talk, I get to do the same thing as well. But again, you don't know if anyone were to want to go scorched earth, it will burn everybody. Right, and Kingpin is not exactly stable right now, so I don't know
if he goes full scorched earth. Yeah, so like whatever, I'll sacrifice my task force.
Yeah,
I can just say I never knew or whatever.
Right,
like
he could. Well, that's the
make
thing.
Powell the scapegoat.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck Powell. Honestly.
I mean, yeah, nobody cares, but it sucks that he would take the brunt of the responsibility if that's the case.
Yeah. Which is, man, it's juicy that there are so many ways that this could go, right? And I don't want to be too hopeful, right? But again, a lot of the bad things that happened can work out in our favor if our crew just manages to be strategic about it, right? Yeah. Don't show your hand too quickly. Keep things close to the chest and play it smart. Because Kingpin is a formidable enemy in every sense of the word. So that's not something you want to go into half cocked.
Got one more episode to go, guys. The finale's next week. Hopefully they land this thing strongly. I have high hopes that the finale is going to be quite entertaining and something one for the books. I think honestly, this whole season has been a very strong season overall.
Yes,
it's given us some really good highs and a really good drama. Really, it's been a very serious season throughout, and one where you felt the weight and you felt the pressure for all of these characters. And I really like how that tone has been consistent throughout all of these 7 episodes. You never felt like the noose was not tightening. Quite the opposite, So very good pulse on what they need to do. So now let's end this with a big bang. Let's end this the Marvel way, and then have us pulling at our hair for the next, I don't know, year, however long it takes for season 3. But yeah, very much enjoyed this, guys. Let us know your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for being here. We hope that you enjoyed. And with that being said, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.
See ya.